Okay, welcome guys. Let's get right into the stock market technical analysis. We're going to start out today with triple Qs. And basically, really we're just treading water right now. We've got the Fed coming out on Wednesday. They're going to report. Right now it's anticipated the Fed's going to come out hawkish or, try to be more hawkish. The Fed could likely be, could want to maybe put some put some water on this bull market, bringing prices down and really trying to get a handle on this inflation, this out of control inflation. So something to watch for. Right now, the charts, all I really see is on triple Qs is potential head and shoulders top. So I kind of got that marked out with your left shoulder, your head, and then your kind of a double right shoulder right here. Let me mark that out right there. And then also we do have negative divergence. So you'll see how the momentum is dropping off here on both RSI and the PPO. And this was your last divergent high right there. So that's all I see right there. Bigger picture, we have an upward trend line. And as I zoom out, you can see we've hit this blue line here as support. So we could be coming down for a test of that again. I am looking for some lower prices right now in triple Qs. Likely the market's going to do nothing until the Fed comes out, though, on Wednesday. So we'll have to watch for that. Potential to move all the way down here to this 375 area after that meeting. Looking at the SPY. SPY basically has, we did make a divergent high. Let me kind of mark that out. So this right here was your last divergent high. We popped up right there. And you'll see the momentum is clearly dropping off on the RSI and the PPO. So we have negative divergence on the SPY. Right now we're just holding at that resistance level at about 470.75. So anything above that, making a new all-time high, would be likely a new divergent high. Otherwise, we'll look for a move down to this lower trend line marked in red. And this is pretty much where we've held the bull trend for all of 2021. You can see all the tags of this. So I'm looking for a move, potentially down to there. First things first, we got to see some breakdowns in some various charts. Apple is one of them. We need to see Apple starting to break. It looks like it's starting to break on the hourly chart. We don't really have any negative divergence. So that's one thing to note. On the daily chart, there's no negative divergence. Likely it's there on the hourly. You can see on the hourly we do have negative divergence. So starting to kind of, we were making new higher highs in price, and yet momentum is drifting lower right there. Nothing on the daily, though. So just watch for that. If you starting to see breakdowns in Apple, I think you're going to see the market break. Looking at going back to this hourly, we do have this slight uptrend line, and we're starting to break. It's just drifting sideways right now, so nothing impulsive yet. So no real huge sell signals or tells on this one quite yet. The way I'm doing it is I'm starting to layer into some shorts on triple Qs, but nothing huge. I'm gonna just build a position, and we'll watch that. Okay, Nvidia. This one's one of the top stocks in triple Qs, and this one's clearly broke. I talked about a sell signal on this one the other day. So on my video, if you go back and watch my last video, I talk about how I was shorting this. Here's your daily chart, and you're walking up this upper trend line. We got our sell signal. We really got our sell signal right here on December 9th, but clear sell signal right there on the 10th. So just there on Friday, we got a clean sell signal. Today, just big impulsive selling, more follow through. It just indicates that the sellers are now in control, and we should start to sell down. First level of support really is about at this 288 area. If I go to the hourly, we're right at it on the hourly. Just there's some support right there at about 288.25. And you can see we're starting to break down into the close below this. We'll see where we close out the day. But if we get a break below this and close, then I think we're heading down to fill this gap down at 267.71. Small gap right there. So likely going to get a reaction there. And as I zoom out back to the daily, you can see we've started, we've broken this uptrend on the daily chart. We had clear negative divergence right here on the RSI. See how it's just dropping off on the RSI and the PPO. just trending down while prices continued to move higher. Clear negative divergence. So I think we're likely heading all the way down to this trend line down here, and I've got it marked out. Right now that level is going to be about 220, 223, somewhere right in there, depending on how fast we fall. Maybe up to 230. It's this trend line right there. So that's the move that I think we're heading on. I am short. And so far so good. Down about 5.5% today. So catching this one to the downside so far. Interesting price action in gold today. Newmont Mining is really what I'm focused on. So this is the largest gold miner. And you can see we're breaking out like I expected. I drew a line for the target. Right now I've got about 59.75 as the target. But this thing's up 2%. Starting to continue to break higher. So it looked like a bull flag, and that's so far what it's playing out. You have the flag pole, then you kind of flag out right in here in this area, and then you continue the flag on up. So looking like we're breaking out there on the largest gold miner. So I'd suspect that some of these other gold miners start to rally too. And we're seeing strength in gold today, which could be a safety play. You know, if the market's about to break down, then we could see money start to move into some of the safety trades such as gold. Okay, so I like the price action today. Nothing huge in gold bullion. It's still kind of held down there, but the miners are starting to look like they're showing some relative strength. And oftentimes the miners will lead the metal. The miners will run first, and then the metal will catch up. So something to watch for. Okay, Vale. This is a long trade I've talked about, and you can see we're starting to continue our drift to the upside. So again, this was a buy. The buy signal came right here on November 22nd, and we've just been kind of moving higher ever since. First area of resistance is 1510. Next area right there at about 1615. So those are the two targets I have on this for right now. Continuing to look good, and the other iron miners are looking good as well. Here's BHP. You can see it's starting to move higher. Rio continuing to start kind of drift higher as well. So at the end of the day, the iron miners look good for the long side. And again, these all came with bullish divergence. I don't know what happened to my line, but there it is right there. See the bullish divergence on there on the RSI and the PPO. Okay, so bullish momentum as price continued to fall. We break out and should start to move higher. Okay, keep an eye on Carvana. It could be setting up for a nice short trade. So Carvana, as I zoom out on the daily chart, you can see we've got all these tags, this nice clean trend line here where we've just been walking up. Here's your COVID drop, just throw that out. And you can see right here, we're at that support level again. We're just barely holding on to that. So we could get a reaction. I don't think there's any sell signal or reason to short, but look for a break of this trend line. We break this, we should have a pretty impulsive move to the downside. There's a big gap down here as well that's actually never been filled. So we might see a reaction right there at 175. This one, this one's been building negative divergence for quite some time. So we'll just watch that. But I'm just want to point out that trend line. A break of that trend line would be the sell signal. And we'll see if this thing wants to move a lot lower. And MGM, you can see continuing to the downside. As of right now, it's down 2%. Just basically looks like it's just continuing this bear flag that we pointed out. So there's your flag pole, there's your flag, and then you continue. So right now the target's about $34. I think that's a it's a high probability target right now. So looking for more downside on that one. And all these meme stocks, I'm noticing a lot of the retail momentum is starting to really come out of the market. We're seeing a lot of these meme stocks such as AMC breaking down, GameStop is down, so watch Tesla. But here's AMC. So this is the monstrous rally this thing had, the kind of the final blow off. And then this is where a lot of the trades took place. And you can see we're just breaking out of this zone, falling right through this thin zone where there really wasn't hardly any trades taking place. Next level of support's about 2050. You can see that was your former high here. So I think we're probably going to get a reaction right around there. But just seeing a lot, all these trades of everybody that was buying this thing all through here, they're now underwater. So as the losses continue to build, they should start to sell. So that should help fuel the selling. And then here is GameStop. You'll notice today, you know, down a little bit. Still haven't taken out the support area. The support area on this one, you know, I would just box in, you know, it's really about right there where you've got most of the trades have been taking place right through there. And we're right on support. So anything below that should start the selling in GameStop as well. So things to watch for on that one. And then Tesla, I believe, is right at support as well. Yeah, Tesla's really just in the support zone. We've got a gap to fill right here as well. So 911.92, I think a move down to there. Probably get a bounce there. But I'm just noticing a lot of the momentum starting to come out of the market in a lot of these meme stocks and, you know, these really frothy trades. Okay, that's really all I have today. So watch Apple. Let's keep an eye on these gold stocks, see if they're going to turn bullish. And, you know, so let's continue to let some of these shorts that are working play out. They seem to be working pretty nicely. So, guys, leave me a thumbs up. Check out the course. I'll catch you on the next one.